This is RTV6 News at 7, working for you.
Good evening, I'm Rafael Sanchez. Now at 7, goodbye rain, hello sunshine, as we take a live look at our Weather Now camera network. Instead of rain, we were showered with a dry and pleasant day. But how long will this beauty just stick around? If it doesn't last forever, we'll take it for a couple more days. Let's check it right now with Storm Team 6 Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory.
The good news in the 7-day forecast, temperatures up, rain chances stay low. They're not non-existent, but they're low. I love this view. This is the downtown canal. You can bet it's a popular place this evening. Nice to take a walk. That's Ohio and West Street and the fire station right there. 80 degrees in Zionsville. Temperature in Indianapolis, 81. One noticeable difference today from where we'll be as we go through the rest of the week. Our humidity is still low, meaning it's comfortable. Thunderstorm watch northern Indiana, bordering the state line there with Michigan and areas of southwest Michigan. There's some strong storms that will impact South Bend. We'll keep an eye on what's happening in Iowa. This will try to move to the east, but I think weaken as it does. If any of those thunderstorms hold together, they would impact northwest portions of the state during the overnight and early morning hours. Wind has been strong out of the southwest 10 to 20 between now and 10 o'clock. Generally clear skies, still breezy, and temperatures just slowly falling. As we go overnight, you see the shower thunderstorm activity may slip into northwest Indiana, north of a Lafayette to Peru line to start the morning tomorrow. We'll pick up the timeline on additional thunderstorms and search for a 90-degree temperature coming up.
Now in the news, foster children with disabilities say the state of Indiana is failing to protect them. On their behalf, a class action lawsuit was filed in federal court against the governor, the Department of Child Services, and its director. The children's attorneys are with the Indiana Disabilities Rights, and they hope to create big changes within the Department of Child Services. 9 foster children with disabilities filed the suit on behalf of the 22,000 children in the state's child welfare system. And they allege that foster kids languish in the system while DCS fails to provide critical services. Attorney Nikki Gray says the state's child welfare system relies heavily on institutions to care for children rather than foster families.
There's a lack of knowledge, a lack of training, a lack of support. And I honestly think a lot of our kids with disabilities kind of get put on the back burner because they are the more challenging case that's going to take more time.
The class action lawsuit does not seek monetary damages. DCS will not comment on the pending litigation. On its website, DCS does tout improvements in caseloads, staff turnover, and a reduction in placing children out of the home. Today, Cathedral High School leaders explained to students why they fired a teacher who's in a same-sex marriage. The firing continues to create national interest, and this afternoon's meeting lasted about 2 hours. Students asked questions and listened to explanations from administrators. The Archdiocese of Indianapolis ordered the school to fire the teacher, and Cathedral High says it risked losing funding if it did not comply. It is a transportation plan that could save IPS hundreds of thousands of dollars over the long term. Tonight, IPS is making public a pilot program that will encourage the district's 5,000 high school students to use Indigo to get to school. Classes resume for the district on August the 5th. The use of Indigo is optional. The district will still provide bus transportation to students during the year-long pilot program.
Well, accountability is very important, so we couldn't anticipate a longer-term expanded partnership without knowing and being able to depend on the fact that our students could get to and from school on time every single day.
The additional cost of this year's pilot program, which will include all 4 IPS high schools, is still being hammered out. Students will be able to use that bus pass to get to work and attend extracurricular activities during the upcoming school year. Fishers police are now looking for the person who carjacked an Amazon delivery driver and took off with the vehicle and the packages. Now, this happened around 10:15 this morning at the intersection of Minden Drive and Dorster Street. The suspect was riding in a black SUV when police say he got out with a gun and demanded the delivery driver get out of their white Ford 250 Transit van. Police are looking for both vehicles, which they both took after that carjacking. The delivery driver is a contracted driver for Amazon. We're told that he was not hurt. If you know anything about this case, you're asked to get in touch with Fishers police detectives. That number is 317-595-3300. The FBI is offering a reward if you can help them catch a suspect nicknamed the Big box bandit. Investigators say the man you see here is tied to robberies in 3 states and a carjacking. The FBI says he's been robbing bank branches inside Walmart stores, including stores in Shelbyville back on May the 31st. The most recent robberies have taken place in Tennessee. If you recognize this man or have any information about his crimes, call the FBI's Indiana field office at 317-595-4000. You can also submit a tip online at tips.fbi.gov. The families of the 2 girls killed in Delphi are facing a challenge they believe will pay off for thousands of children. The families of Abby Williams and Libby German are hoping for your help in raising $50,000 in order to get a matching state grant totaling an extra $50,000. The initial $50,000 must be raised by August the 14th. The total $100,000 will be used to build an amphitheater in the park, which will stand in memory of the girls killed back in February of 2017.
A living legacy really is one of the best ways to describe it, because it's going to be something that we have and will enjoy with family and friends in this community for years to come. So many years, and we're hoping to have so many concerts, and the games. We'll get to be out here. We'll have the softball tournaments out here. Just all the things that the girls enjoy doing will all be here for us.
For example, if you donate $50 to the amphitheater project, you'll get a brick to dedicate in honor of a loved one. Those bricks will be part of the Memorial Park design. To make a donation, you can write a check to L&A Park Foundation at P.O. Box 431 Delphi, the zip code 46923. You can also make cash donations at Security Federal Bank in Delphi. The constant rain has delayed volunteers from working the past several weeks on that project. The Abby and Libby Memorial Park will also include 3 fields for kids to play baseball or softball.
A need in our community to allow like our Delphi Girls Rec program to actually have a tournament. You need to have at least a couple of fields so you can have multiple teams in. And to build on that, these fields are going to be able to be used for also baseball. They're going to be multi-purpose, multi-use fields, and it's going to enable all these kids to stay locally here versus having to travel to different cities to go practice or play their games.
The families will be hosting a celebration of life in Delphi for the girls this Saturday from 1 to 6 in the evening at the Delphi High School football field. Illinois has become the 11th state to legalize recreational marijuana. Starting this January the 1st, it will be legal for adults 21 and older to sell and possess marijuana. The new law also automatically pardons and expunges marijuana convictions where the person had less than 30 grams. Lawmakers who passed the bill say revenue from the marijuana industry will be invested in communities that have been hit hard by the war on drugs. Next, on the news at 7, Democratic candidates are getting ready to face off in Miami. They're focusing right now on debate prep, but one candidate is also rolling out a plan to keep our elections safe. Kevin?
And we'll be focused on the thermometer over the next few days. Have to take a peek at the radar, too, but temperatures become the bigger story. Summer warmth is on the way. RTV6 is working for you.
This is RTV6 News at 7, working for you.
In our Democracy 2020 coverage, we're on top of the big races at the state and national level. Indiana Attorney General Curtis Hill will have at least one challenger for the Republican nomination when he runs for re-election. Indianapolis Attorney John Westerkamp says he plans to formally announce a run for State Attorney General this coming Thursday. There is no primary in the Attorney General's race. Westerkamp would have to win the endorsement of delegates at the next New Year's Republican State Convention to become the nominee. Hill is, as you may recall, dealing with controversy after he was accused of groping a state lawmaker and 3 legislative assistants at a party last year. The 4 women have filed a federal discrimination lawsuit against Hill, and he also faces a hearing for misconduct charges brought by the Indiana Supreme Court's Disciplinary Commission. Hill has denied groping the women. The Democrats running for president are preparing and hoping for a breakthrough moment during their first debate. 20 candidates have been split into groups of 10 and will debate over 2 nights in Miami. Candidates have been holding mock debates and outlining their differences in policy. They're also hoping to set themselves apart as the crowded primary race continues. Also in Miami this week, Vice President Mike Pence. Today he spoke to a group at the launch of Latinos for Trump Coalition. He called the group one of the most important voting groups in the 2020 race. The Vice President also visited the National Hurricane Center. Ahead of the debate, a Democratic candidate is unveiling another policy plan. Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren, she wants to tackle election security. Her plan is aimed at securing U.S. elections from foreign and domestic threats. It calls for state-of-the-art voting machines, uniform ballots across states, and a security firewall to protect voter information. It would also make Election Day a holiday and introduce standards for automatic voter registration and voting by mail. Kids affected by HIV and AIDS will get to enjoy a special camp this summer, thanks in part to employees of Roche Diagnostics. The company's Indianapolis location held its annual fundraiser for kids this afternoon. They raised thousands of dollars that will be matched by Roche to support Camp Tata Ya Mato. Kids between 7 and 17 years old are dealing with HIV or AIDS get to enjoy a week of activities at the Jameson Camp on the west side, including artistic expression sessions and support groups.
They have zero cost when they are coming to us, and it helps take that part away for the parents. They don't have to worry about the cost of the camp thanks to donors like Roche employees.
Indianapolis Roche employees have raised $250,000 over the last 15 years for the camp. Roche locations around the world held similar events today for different children's charities. Right now, 24 important satellites are starting their orbit. SpaceX launched the satellites early this morning, as you can see. They're carrying things like NASA's atomic clock and new telescope technology. SpaceX called this one of the hardest launches it's tried. It was able to retrieve 2 side booster rockets to use again, but not the center booster. You know, you got to keep trying, and we keep trying as well here in Indiana, as of course the rain has said goodbye, the sunshine hello.
For now, but we're in pretty good shape. I mean, yeah, overall pattern changes, and I think those that have been waiting on some warmth and humidity and a real summer feel, it's on the way. Okay, how about a duck race to kick off the Children's Festival in Broad Ripple? Todd Clausen set in this picture. I can't tell where the lead is, whether it's here or down there, but the ducks are on the move in the Broad Ripple Canal. Temperatures, they'll move up, and the mercury rises to close to 90. We have not been there since September 20th of last year. I think it's like 278 days since we've hit 90 degrees. Average is 85 this time of year. We'll be around 90 on several occasions. It will just come down to cloud cover, I think, during those peak heating hours. Rain chances, we talk about those being much lower. They are. There's still a chance, though, each day, 20% or less on most days, but tomorrow afternoon and Friday, a little better chance that we'd see an isolated shower or thunderstorm. We talked about the thunderstorms nearing South Bend. Some of those are strong, and then severe storms in southern Iowa. These will weaken as they move to the east, but some remnants or leftover, or those that kind of survive, will move in overnight into northwest Indiana, likely northwest of a Lafayette to Peru line. Temperatures have cooled 3 degrees in Bedford. You're down to 83 now. It's 79 in Richmond. Other temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s. I love this picture. Look at Ella, and I don't know if you can see this, but she's at the keyboard. She's got her hat on, playing a little piano. I think there's another dog down below working the pedals. Temperatures in the low 80s. Will be in the low 70s at 11 o'clock. Marcia, thanks for sending in the picture of Ella. I like her style. Temperatures tomorrow, lower 80s by noon. Humidity will become a bigger story as we move to Thursday and Friday. Afternoon clouds will increase tomorrow ahead of that chance for thunderstorms. I jump already to 4 o'clock. Isolated thunderstorms 4 to 7. Could have some heavier downpours there, and then they'll begin to fade away in that 7 to 11 time period. There are the high temperatures. North to south, west to east will all be in the mid to upper 80s for a high. Here's a 7-day planner. As I mentioned, that very low chance for thunderstorms each day. Lows around 70, highs in the upper 80s. That's as simply as I can put it.
Looking good, man. Looking good. I love it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, Kevin. Next on Hiring Hoosiers, the jobs of the week, and the retailer rolling out a seasonal offer with a big discount. You want to hear about this? That and much more coming up only on RTV6.
Only at Zaxby's.
RTV6 is hiring Hoosiers, connecting you to jobs, education, training, and now a huge opportunity if you want to be your own boss. ABC's Shark Tank has picked Indianapolis as its last open call for its show's 11th season. So get ready to bring on those amazing pitches. Producers are looking for million-dollar ideas from business owners and entrepreneurs. The casting call is Tuesday, July the 16th at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Gates open at 6 a.m. Wristbands will be distributed at 9, and then the all-important interviews, they begin at 10. We have all of this information plus an online application on our website, hiringhoosiers.com. So that pitch is important, but also make sure your elevator pitch is important as you head into that next job interview. RTV6's Meredith Barrick with more on the jobs available right now.
It's time now for a look at the jobs of the week with Spherion Staffing's Anna Pentenberg. Anna, you always bring us a wide variety of jobs, and this week is no different. Let's start things off.
All right. We've got some reach truck forklift operators available in the Whitestown area. This is a second shift position, Monday through Friday, 1:30 to 10 p.m. This is a combination of warehouse and forklift work, so you're not doing one or the other the entire shift. There's a lot of excellent growth opportunities, and this starts at $16.32 an hour.
Excellent. Next job up is an opportunity in Lebanon.
Yes, this is a company that has a lot of one-day assignments, and they're almost every week. They also have some temp-to-hire positions, but they use these one-day assignments to really gauge who they want to bring on in those temp-to-hire positions. There is a lot of heavy lifting involved. This does start at $13 and can go on up from there.
Okay, and this next opportunity is awfully unique. They are looking for sewers and seamstresses, and this is at Impact Racing near Speedway.
Yes, so this is a Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. position. You do have to have some sewing or embroidering experience because you're helping put together different types of race gear, which obviously in Indianapolis is huge.
Very important attire.
Yes, this starts at $12 an hour and again can go up from there.
Okay, and finally you have a number of internal positions.
Yes, we have so many openings within our clients that we're looking for people to help us fill positions internally. So we've got openings in Lebanon at our north location, Plainfield, and south. We need recruiting coordinators, recruiters, and account managers. Pay will depend on experience and the position you're looking to go for, but we have lots of growth opportunities, and we think we have a great team. So we'd love to have somebody join us.
Great. So all of this can always be found on SpherianStaffing.com. You also have a number of social media sites. Let's tell people about those really quick in case they want to check those out as well.
Yeah, so we're officially on Instagram and Twitter at Spherion Indiana, and then we also have we've got a Facebook site for all 4 of our locations. So Spherion Lebanon, Spherion Indianapolis North, Spherion Greenwood, and Spherion Plainfield. So go follow us on all those. We share updates on those like every day.
Yeah, so. A great resource. Yes. Anna Pentenberg from Spherion Staffing, thank you so much. All of these jobs can be found on hiringhoosiers.com. And there is all the info you need to know if you're looking for one of these jobs of the week.
Meredith, thank you. Anna, we'll see you next Tuesday. You can also check out more listings on our job board. Just head to hiringhoosiers.com and click on the job board. Local employers can post job openings right there, right now, all fresh, all good, just for you. If you're looking for seasonal work to make some extra cash, JCPenney is gearing up for back-to-school season. It's coming back again. The company is looking to hire up to 100 people for a variety of positions, including cashiers, stylists, and beauty consultants. Seasonal associates can enjoy flexible scheduling and employee discounts up to 25%. You can apply in person at any JCPenney location or online. And of course, we have a link to all of that information at hiringhoosiers.com. So, how to keep employees on the job. One employer is willing to give an extra paycheck or 2. The strings attached next to get that extra money. But first, as we take a live look outside, the Indianapolis this is Indianapolis Airport, where, of course, the warm weather has arrived, the rain has departed. Kevin's forecast is next.
Zoo.com.
If you're looking for a job in food service, one company wants to encourage applicants with a new benefit and an extra month of pay. Say what? Yeah, an extra month of pay. Chipotle announced today a new bonus program for hourly workers Workers have to meet certain criteria, and the restaurant has to hit all of its sale goals for employees to get 1 extra week of pay per quarter. The program expands on Chipotle's other benefits for workers like free food and tuition reimbursement. If you promise no rain, I'll give you an extra week of pay as well.
I like that.
All right?
All right. 53 weeks of pay this year. All right, let's show you. There's always a lot to juggle in the weather office, you know, and sometimes it's not always successful.
Look at you.
Cirque du Soleil's coming late in July, but they were here early, so I was practicing with them in the studio.
Yeah,
I messed up. 86 tomorrow, Thursday up to 88. 89 on Friday. It's amazing watching.
You're awesome.
No, not me, them. You know.
You are awesome. See you tonight at 11. Have a good evening. He is awesome. Yeah, you're great.